Matthew Wiz Buckley, retired Navy Top Gun fighter pilot. Great to see you today. And under these circumstances, we need you and your strategy more than ever. What is being surged exactly to the Middle East that you think will make the biggest difference in a fight?
Good to see you, Harris. And real quick, your chest, your heart just has to hurt for the families, for the lost souls. It's heartbreaking, but that has got to steel our resolve, Harris. So the president, Secretary Hegseth, General Kane are moving what is required into the region to get this job done. My oldest son, Matthew, he's 26. He's stationed at Dover Air Force Base. He put the flags on those caskets yesterday and was in that second van. The reason they didn't have sound is because of the wailing and the crying from those families. My fellow Americans, these people, these radical Islamic terrorists, want to kill as many of us as humanly possible, Harris. If they could, and they've been trying to do this, if they've tried to sink my first carrier, the Abraham Lincoln, which is in the region. If they could sink the Abraham Lincoln today, they'd kill 5,000 Americans. So the president is surging what is required into this region to get the job done. We have got to finish this, Harris.
Look, I know it's foreign policy, but it has to somewhat move the needle a little bit. Saudi Arabia now, the Abraham Accords, and also talks of a civil agreement on nuclear energy inside that country between Saudi Arabia and President Trump. Your just kind of expanded view of how this affects the war.
Well, it's got to equal it out, right? The left side of the Gulf and the right side of the Gulf. The left side of the Gulf is sick of getting pushed around by the bullies on the right side of the Gulf. And the right side of the Gulf has a couple strong parents, Russia and China. Harris, I want to be clear. The precise laser-like targeting hitting our barracks in Jordan, hitting our radar installations in Bahrain and Kuwait, and also our Fifth Fleet headquarters, the Iranians ain't doing this on their own. They are getting that from Russia. So we are in a war, technically, with Russia right now. And just as a military man, I step back from this and go, well, guess what? We've also been providing precise targeting intelligence to Ukraine to kill Russian soldiers. So technically, Harris, we're fighting it out with the Russians, too. So if Vladimir Putin woke up today and said, hey, that's it, Iran, no more targeting information, no more weapons, you're done, this thing would end a lot quicker than it is. But I don't know if that's going to be happening anytime soon, sadly.
That's a very important part of this puzzle, because you'll see just within the last week the agreements that have been made to help Ukraine from the United States and the focus that now the late Senator Lindsey Graham put on that very mission. So that's a very real component in all of this. No one, I would imagine, as you just said, thinks that Russia's going to sit down at this point. So they're in the fight, too. I do want to take you, though, to a threat from Iran's parliament speaker and lead negotiator, as we kind of wait to see if they'll come back to the table. This is a quote. "The equation of this war is clear. Either all or none!" Exclamation point. Yeah. In a region where we do not sell oil, no one will sell oil, meaning Iran is either selling its oil or nobody does. Your reaction?
Well, Harris, my reaction is, yesterday when I saw those heartbreaking images, some people in this country are wanking about paying an extra $50 to $100 in gas each month. Folks, after 9/11, a lot of us said, what? Never forget. Could you imagine, Harris, if those 19 hijackers, instead of flying airliners, were told, hey, just drive these U-Hauls. There's something in the back into New York, Chicago, Miami, LA, and Dallas, and just sit there with a small nuke? Millions of Americans would have been dead. So I will never forget, Harris, this is what we're dealing with. The enemy always gets a vote. And as that guy just said, they're in this to fight to the bitter end. We have got to be in this to win it, Harris, because they want the most powerful weapon ever created by man to wipe out as many of us as humanly possible. I'll gladly pay a little bit more in gas to rid the world once and for all of radical Islamic terror, period.
And as you started, the sacrifice, though, will be more than gasoline, potentially. And so just a timeline as you see it, based on what you know we're parking out there, the medics that we put in Germany, all of that now is part of that surge. Just a last point about, because it's about sacrifice.
It is, Harris. Like I said, I have skin in the game with my boy, President Trump or Raisin or Secretary Hegseth. I'm a 57-year-old man. I think it was Iron Eagle 3 or 4 had some old fighter pilots coming back. This is the war, Harris. Iraq and Afghanistan, those were forays. It was always about Iran. They started this 47 years ago, and we're going to finish it. And if I could, I would, man. I still hit the gym, and I am ready to go. This is the fight, Harris, and it has been that way, and we need to finish it.
Liz Buckley, it is always great to have you in focus. Thank you.